Have you ever find yourself reacting to a narcissist in ways that you swear that you would not do again? Maybe you tell yourself that this time I'll stay calm. But the moment they push your button, you snapped, just like they wanted you to. Why does this keep happening, you ask yourself? Well, it's not your fault, and it's not just a bad habit. I'm here today to tell you that it's a programming. In this video, I'll show you exactly how the narcissist trained your mind without you even realizing it, so that you can continue the knee-jerk reaction and reacting to their shenanigans. More importantly, I'll show you exactly how to break free of this knee-jerk reaction. You do not want to miss this video. Stay tuned. You guys, my name is Nicole. For those of you who doesn't know me, I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, survivor of narcissistic abuse, and of course your source for education, inspiration, and empowerment after narcissistic abuse. Now guys, let's dive into this video. To begin to understand why you react the way you do, we need to talk about the psychological principles called conditioning. The same principle used in one of the most famous psychology experiment of all time. It's called Pavlov's dog experiment. Pavlov was a well-known psychiatrist who carried out this experiment using dogs as their subjects. Pavlov began this experiment by ringing a bell every time he feeds his dog. He carried out this action for a little while. Every time he's about to feed his dog, he would ring a bell. The dog eventually began to associate the bell with being fed. Eventually, the dogs begin to salivate just at the sound of the bell, even without any food present. This is called classical conditioning, where the brain links stimulus, i.e. the bell, to an automatic response, salivating. Now let's apply this to narcissistic abuse. Let's talk about repeated triggers and association. Just like Pavlov's dogs link the sound of the bell to food, narcissists conditioned you to associate their validation with love and their rejection with fear. In Pavlov's experiment, the bell is repeatedly paired with food. In the case of the narcissist programming, you are repeatedly exposed to love bombing and devaluation. One moment they make you feel special, the next moment they tear you down. One moment they give you a glimpse of hope that they will somehow change, then their behavior in another moment says otherwise. Over time, your brain craves their approval because it has been wired to see their love as reward and their withdrawals as something to fear. After a narcissistic relationship, this comes in the forms of threats. Abundant amounts of threats that they throw your way to get you to respond or react or tied up in fear. Let's talk about the unconscious programming behind all this. Eventually, Pavlov's dog salivated at the sound of the bell alone, even when there were no food present. They didn't choose to do this. Their brain were programmed to react to the sound of the bell. Now let's think about this in the context of your relationship with the narcissist. Over time, you will realize that you begin to react to very subtle cues such as their tone, their facial expressions, or simply a text message. In the physical abuse aspect, if you happen to be in the same room as the narcissist, a raise in their eyebrows make your stomach drop. A slight shift in their tone, verbal or nonverbal, can send you into panic. You may find yourself in fear, anticipating their action or their reaction. You may find yourself in anxiety and fear, feeling helpless and hopeless as you allow them to break down your boundaries one brick at a time as they continue to dominate, control, and manipulate you. Note that this isn't just a habit, it's a subconscious programming. Let's dive into learned helplessness and trauma bonding. Now, what happens when the reward, the narcissist validations, stop coming? In Pavlov's dog experiment, Pavlov's dog became confused and frustrated. In the case of the narcissist, many individuals stay stuck in the relationship, chasing their approval, hoping things will someday, somehow change and get back to normal. In the case of individuals who have left the narcissistic relationship but still have to stay connected with the narcissist through maybe circumstances such as parenting or work relationship, individual gets to the point where they begin to understand that no matter what they do, they will never win. And that's exactly what the narcissists want you to feel. This is why breaking free isn't just about leaving the narcissist. You have to break the mental chains that keep you emotionally tied to their triggers. Let's dive into emotional triggers and fear response. Here's the hardest part. Your reactions aren't conscious choices, they are automatic responses, deeply wired in the brain. Pavlov's dog salivated without even thinking. You react without realizing whether it's panic, anxiety, or fear. This is why it is so easy for the narcissist to bait you, to throw baits at you, to get you pulled back into the mud, to fight and argue with them so that they can waste your precious energy. The narcissist has spent months, sometimes even years, training you to respond exactly the way they want you to. But here is the good news. Just as the brain was programmed, it can also be reprogrammed. So how do you break free of this conditioning? The first step to breaking free is awareness. And by you, my friend, watching this video, you've already taken the first step. Now that you know how the narcissist managed to program you over the years through trauma and keep you stuck fighting and arguing with them in your head, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop reacting, regain control over your emotions, and confuse the narcissist by breaking their psychological grip that they have over you for good. In my next video that will be uploaded to this channel next week, I will dive into exactly how to stop reacting and taking back full control of your life from the narcissist for good. You do not want to miss this video. Okay, you guys, if you find this video helpful, let me know in the comment section below. What are some of the triggers that you have noticed in your own experiences? Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe to this channel so you do not miss the next video. If you are struggling to break free from the grip of the narcissist and you are looking for some help, check out my services in the bottom of this video. Until next time, you guys, remember that you are loved. You are resilient, and you are not alone in any of this. Until next time, peace be with you.